Hi guys, Ricky10 here. So today I'm going to be doing a video about the EU referendum. So if you don't know what a referendum is, it's basically a political decision in which people of the public make a yes or no decision on. It's usually based on yes or no. The European Union is basically a group of countries whose governments work together. So in this video I'm going to give you a few reasons on why you should leave the European Union. If we were to leave the EU, then it would mean that there'll be more restrictions on immigrants coming into the country. Now obviously, yes, you can have maybe a few hundred immigrants coming in, but if it gets too much, then obviously the country will generally be more overpopulated, and you'll probably also start to notice that Britain actually becomes a country where people are talking more foreign than actual English. And it's Britain, so we don't want that, do we? Some of the immigrants, they could be terrorists, they could be ISIS, because you never know. These days they can let anyone in really, and anybody could just sneak in, and you never know really. There could be some terrorists already in Britain, who knows? Basically, with the way things are at the moment with being in the EU, they just let anybody in who comes from another country. And this is a thing that definitely needs changing. So Britain actually pays about £18 billion to actually stay a member of the EU. And if we were to get out of it, then we could spend most of that money towards the NHS. And it can help to fund it, it can get it maybe better medicines, resources and everything. It's probably better to put it towards it, because if it's been put towards just staying in the EU, then eventually over time problems will start to occur, and then you would have probably thought, I should have actually voted to leave because now we're stuck with this. I don't think we'll actually ever get the decision to actually stay in the EU or get out of it. I don't think we'll have that option again. If so, then it'll probably be in maybe half a decade or a decade. One Dutch trawler gets a quarter of England's fish quota. So basically that means that any foreign boat who comes into English waters can catch fish, and they can basically take a quarter of the fish, whereas English fishermen can only take home 2 crates worth £50. And obviously with the foreign boats that will come in, they will be able to keep a lot more fish, whereas English fishermen will pretty much just have to put most of them back. They'll only be able to keep a few, not too many. The food will be cheaper. And after all the things I've said about funding the NHS, about the immigrants coming in and who could be terrorists, hopefully not, but you never know these days. That's actually my opinion, obviously, and I want to stay out of the EU, and we'll just have to see what happens, because actually the deadline for voting on whether you want to stay in or out of the EU, it ends at 10 PM tonight. So yeah, and hopefully we can stay out of it, but to be honest, I don't really know. I'll just have to see what happens. We'll all have to see what happens, to be honest. And there are some people around the world who they say that they want to stay in the EU, yet they don't have any reasons. I have wrote down lots of stuff just to help me, because I'm just really interested in all this pretty much, and hopefully we'll be able to stay out of it. And do you really think it's fair for English fishermen who have been here way longer than any foreigners have? Do you think it's fair that they don't even get to keep as much fish? £18 billion. To be honest, they'll probably end up getting hard to afford it permanently, because if we stay in the EU, then eventually it'll probably just break down, and then we'll be stuck pretty much. So yeah, there's lots of decisions, there's lots of new rules for if we were to maybe stay out of it, but to be honest, when you think about it, the benefits are mainly just for staying out of it. There are a few benefits for staying in it, but to be honest, when you think about it, staying out is probably the best idea. But obviously you guys are all entitled to your own opinions, just everyone in England is. And yes, so that is my video on the EU referendum. Post down in the comments if you want to be in or out. I know I certainly want to be out. Hopefully you thought about what I've said in this video, and maybe it will get you more interested in knowing about this sort of stuff, because it is very interesting, I do admit. So yes, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, please like it if you enjoyed it. Not just that, there's a video which I'm about to show you which probably might inspire you to get more involved and just know about it more and just sort of study these types of things. But yeah, this video that I'm about to show you really does represent Britain well. So yeah, take time to watch this video. Please subscribe, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.